Oh my goodness, have I ever told you guys that I am so paranoid of forgetting to record my classes, like, not pressing or not clicking on the start record button before I actually start teaching. My worst fear came true like the other day. I finished my 1 hour class, and when I wanted to pause on the video, I realized that I did not even click the recording button at all. And I had to redo the whole video. Okay, anyways, before we start, let me just double check because I'm so scared. Okay, yes, it's recording. That's great. Alright, scholars, welcome back to another video on Teacher XJ's Map of English. Today, we are going to be looking at part 2 of your SPM's paper 1 specifically. So part 2 is also objective questions, and if you've seen one of my older videos where I revised and gave you some tips on how to deal and score in your SPM, okay, deal with your questions and how to score in your SPM English paper 1, you will know that part 2 is actually testing you on your grammar. Okay, so previously in our previous video, okay, I mentioned that you need to learn vocabulary, right? So let me write this down first. Okay, vocabulary are basically words that you use in English, and grammar are the rules of English. Okay, so as we look through this, we will see and we will read and figure out which one is the grammar rules and all those things. Okay, so let's start. My happy and unhappy memories. Like most people, I too have my happy and unhappy moments. Perhaps what I cherished and the word treasure, past tense, are the same. In BM, it would be menghargai. Okay, cherished most are my childhood preschool days. Oh my god, no. You thought I wanted to say yes, right? But no, to be honest, my childhood preschool days was probably one of my worst schooling experiences, because when I was a kid, oh my god, I'm not sure whether I'm just plain annoying, or I'm just scared of the outside world, or I'm just scared of strangers. But whenever I go to kindergarten and if I look out the window and I don't see my dad there, I will just lose my mind and I can't stop crying. And apparently, according to my mom, every time before I had to go to kindergarten, every single day, by the way, she was not exaggerating. She told me, she said every single day your stomach will hurt and we had to like put ointment on your stomach to calm you down and all those things. It was honestly, I don't know whether it's because like it was like a traumatic incident for me and like my brain has blocked out most of it. I do remember the ointment being applied on my stomach, but I don't recall it happening every day. And I do remember my dad was waiting for me whenever I look out the window and all those things. Oh my god, I really like I feel like my parents are so thankful that phase was over later on when I went to primary school. But oh my god, it was just horrible. I just feel so bad for my parents. But anyways, yeah, so if you have any interesting preschool stories or even your childhood stories that you want to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll read through it. It'll be interesting to get to know you and all those things. Okay, let's see what's the answer for number 9. There was something adventurous, full of fun and excitement. Okay, they were what? Carefree, careful, cautious, careless. Obviously, our answer is going to be carefree, okay? When a person is carefree, means they have no troubles, okay? And if a person is careless, I think you know this. Let's say 1 + 1 = 2, right? But in exam, you got careless, you say 1 + 1 = 3. So that's what careless is. Okay, so when you're a kid, you're not going to be careful all the time, okay? And you're not going to be cautious. Cautious and careful are basically the same thing, okay? Alright, so you are carefree, you got no troubles. There were no examinations, no tuition, and homework. Wrong, because I remember my childhood is just full of homework. Every day was something with my siblings and neighbors' children, be it hide and seek, marbles, hopscotch, and others. Oh, okay, lovely childhood our main character is having. Okay, every day was what? Let's see. Playful. Okay, so this is a description here. So we are using an adjective. Okay, an adjective is for you to describe things. Beautiful, tall, ugly, short, fat. All these are adjectives. So that's why our number 10, our answer is playful. Okay? Every day was playful with my siblings. Okay, no. Okay, let's see. Erase this. This is definitely not the answer. Okay, and you cannot say played because they mentioned every day here, even though there's a past tense. Okay, definitely can't say plays because already passed already. Alright, so I think the only answers that we are forced to have here is play. But to be honest, personally, every day was play with my siblings, blah blah blah. It doesn't make sense in English. If the sentence was if every day was playing with my siblings, I think maybe they have a typo here. Okay, I'm gonna change it to playing. Okay, every day was playing with my siblings and neighbors' children, be it hide and seek, marbles, hopscotch, and others. This makes so much more sense. I think there's a typo here. Okay, there were trills and something climbing up trees, swinging on a branch and dropping into the stream below. Wow. Okay, a stream is like a river, but like a very shallow river. Okay, so if it's like a deep river, which would be the antonym of shallow, kids will definitely drown in it, okay, because they won't be able to stand up or they will be swept away by the currents. Okay, there were trills and spills climbing up the trees. Okay, the trills and spills, it has to rhyme together. Okay, that's why we can't choose any other answers. An occasion, so an occasion is something that happened during a time, okay, worth mentioning. Okay, so the answer is ing. Worth mentioning was when I was presented a new bicycle on my 6th birthday. Ooh, okay. So this one we cannot use past tense, okay, because at the back here is already past tense already. You can't have two past tense together. Okay, you definitely can't use past tense because we never say an occasion worth mentioned. Confirm it will always be mentioning, okay, no matter when does it happen in the timeline. Okay, it was a painful lesson for the first few days. Something. Oh wait, I'm 13 lah. I was looking at 14 already. Sorry. Learning something the bicycle was an experience. Okay, learning to ride, right? They have learning to ride. You can't just sit on the bicycle. You need to ride. To treat, to work. Okay, this all doesn't make sense. Okay. Oh yeah, to treat. If someone tells you, let me give you a treat. Okay, let me give you a treat. Okay, means let me belanja you makan. Okay, basically in BM. Alright, so where am I next? It was a painful lesson for the first few days. When? Do I have when? Okay, yes I do. Whenever I fell from the bicycle. Sustaining bruises. Sustaining is like getting. Bruises, you know, sometimes when you fall, your legs or your arm will get the black and blues. So those are bruises. And cuts on my legs and arms. Bruises and cuts on my legs and arms. All these meant when I finally mastered the technique of riding a bicycle. All this meant what? Meant nothing. Okay, so all the pain, all the blood, sweat and tears or whatever is all worth it, you know, when this person finally knows how to cycle. The euphoric sense of achievement. Okay, so you know, sometimes when you successfully achieve something, you feel so happy and then you just go, yes. So that's what like this euphoric sense means. Okay, it's still fondly cherished today. Okay, fondly means it's like a very lovely memory. When you think about it, you feel very happy. Okay, but when we say the word fond, it basically means like. Okay, if a person says I'm quite fond of you, means I like you a lot. Okay, cherish today. One unpleasant memory. Okay, so we're done with the pleasant memory, which is cycling and playing with the neighbors. So let's move on to the unpleasant memory. Goes back to the time when I was bullied by some boys in standard 1. My goodness. Okay, standard 1 is primary 1 by the way. They something me and asked me to join their gang. Ayo. They approached me. Do they have approach? Haunted, pleaded, surrounded, harassed me. Okay, so because these are bullies, so obviously they're going to be harassing us. Okay, kacau like that. Haunted is only like for the ghost. The ghost is haunting the building. Pleaded is like you are begging, okay, or saying please to the other person. Okay, where's my text? Okay, when I refused, they started kicking me. Wow. They must really want this guy in, Okay, never mind. That's not funny. Sorry, bullying is not funny. Okay, I retaliated. It's like I tried to fight back. Okay, 1 to 3. 1 on 3, is it? Ha, 1 on 3. Yes, meaning one person fighting three people. Okay, one is obviously the main character fighting. The 1 on 3, 3 people here is the bullies. Okay. Fortunately or unfortunately, the headmaster happened to pass by. He ordered all of us to his office. There, without asking for an explanation, he gave us 3 cuts each. Wow. Okay, so what does this mean by 3 cuts? The headmaster took the cane and whacked the 4 boys. I'm assuming they're all boys. I endured the pain in silence. I endured means like tahan lah. Okay, I tahan the pain in silence without complaining, without making a noise. I felt it was so unfair. Do they have so? Grossly, badly, partly. Okay, definitely not partly. Definitely not initially. Initially is like in the, like for example, initially I wanted to go to the party, but then I changed my mind. Like in the beginning, I actually wanted to go, but then I changed my mind. Okay, obviously it can't be badly. Okay, so we have grossly. Okay, it's like another word for very unfair. I regretted not letting my parents know about the incident. Oh, didn't tell the parents. Should have told the parents. Okay. Right. Okay, this what do you call that? This part 2, they actually did not have as many grammar or vocab that I expected, because normally you need to choose answers. Okay, so never mind, let me just briefly tell y'all, when you have the time, please look through the following grammar categories. Okay, like your pronouns are words like he, him, himself, themselves, us, him, ourselves, her, his, mine, all these words. And then you can also look at conjunction. Conjunctions are words like because, so, and, to, firstly, additionally. These are conjunctions. And another grammar category you can look at is determiners. Determiners are words like they have a few categories, but they are like that, this, those, and that, this, those, and these, words like that. And you can also look at articles. Articles are words that are and the. And yeah, these are the few main categories that I feel like you should have a look at during your free time. But no worries, even if you don't, I'm actually currently recording another video trying to explain to you about the different categories that you may spot in your English part 1 paper 2, so stay tuned for that. Okay, subscribe to my channel and all those things. Okay, so yeah, learning all this grammar category is really important, because like not only would they appear in your paper 1 part 1's paper 1 part 2, but you would definitely also use them in your writing tests and all those things. Okay, all right, so the explanation for today's paper, we will stop here. Okay, but this one, to be honest, is not a tough question to answer. To be honest, it's actually quite easy. I'm quite surprised, but never mind. Okay, so think of it as a revision. Okay, certain things it is like I said lah, like this one, to write, to sit, to treat, to work. This one it is based on the vocabularies that you know and all those things lah. Okay, and this one is also vocabulary and all those things. Okay, anyways, yeah, if you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section for me to know, and then I will come back and answer it when I see your comments. Okay, all right, so before we dismiss, I'd just like to briefly let you know that I'm recently in the progress of compiling and writing some speaking samples for you SPM takers, so make sure you stay tuned for that to come out. Okay, and then I hope that you can get the booklet from me and support me and all those things. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna end the video here right now. Awkward ending, but anyways, I'm just gonna end it here. All right, bye.